Hey, it's Johnny. Today we're going to be doing chicken thighs on the Grilla Grills Silverbac, so stay tuned. Okay, so we're back. So what we have here is just your standard run-of-the-mill chicken thigh. I picked these up at Costco, and I'm going to trim them up and make them look good for the grill. So what I do is any of this little fat like this, I usually cut off and discard. And then there's this big, huge thing of fat right there. I'll just trim most of that off without taking too much meat. The less fat you have on here, the crispier your skin will be, so I try to get as much of it off. If you want to leave it on, that's fine too. And however much you want to trim or however much you don't want to trim, that's really up to you. And the colder the chicken is, the better this will work. So I've got a big glob of fat here, which I'll try to scrape off as much as I can. You just want to be careful not to cut through your chicken skin. Take that off. And you can square it up as much as you can. You're gonna have a lot of excess skin. So if you want to, just trim it. You have some over here too. Just square it up. Anything that, doesn't look really appetizing. Then the way I cook them is I turn them into these little pillows like this. So anything that's kind of hanging out, I would kind of trim it up just to, give it a nice presentation to, so when you serve it, it still looks nice. So if you buy the Costco chicken like I did, the thighs in there are usually pretty big. So I'm going to start trimming up the rest of them, and I'll be back with you. Okay, we're back. So I've got my chicken in the pan, and it looks like this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip them so they're skin side down for right now. I'm just going to lightly dust them with the Pappy seasoning. It's a good all-purpose rub. So because I'm cooking for other people tonight, I'm not going to go too heavy on the seasonings. That's going to about do it on the skin bottom part. I'm going to flip them back over. Some of the skin on these chicken thighs was a little less than desirable. Some have holes in them, some still had feathers almost attached to them, so it's kind of why I almost like buying it at a place like a real butcher shop where I can see what I'm getting. So we're just going to make the chicken these nice little pillow shapes that I'm doing. It gives the chicken some uniformity when it cooks. And if you're worried about it getting plenty of smoke, yes, it will get plenty of smoke, even though it's going to be in the pan for 90% of the cook. So now I'm just going to Put some seasoning on the rest of them. So I don't want to go too heavy on the seasoning. That will about do it. So it should look like that. Let me go get the silverback fired up and I'll be back. All right, so we're out at the silverback and we're getting ready to put the chicken on the grill right now. So I'm gonna stick it over on this side of the grill for right now, and I've got the grill set to 260 degrees. So in about an hour, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna foil it up, and then after that I'm gonna let it go for an hour foiled up, and then I'm gonna pull them completely out of the pan after that hour, and I'm gonna let them cook for about another hour. Alright, so I'm pulling off the chicken off the grill. Still nice and moist. So I'm pulling it off, I'm gonna let it rest for about 10-15 minutes. And it's gonna be served. So hey, I did the chicken at 260 degrees for 3 hours, and then I bumped it up to 300 degrees for the rest of the time, and that's just to get the skin nice and crispy. The chicken was fall off the bone tender, so it was really good. You guys go ahead, give the chicken a try it out for yourselves, see what happens. This is cooking, it's experimenting. There's nothing wrong with experimenting and cooking, so give it a try. Be sure to like and subscribe. This is Johnny from Smoky Q. I'll see you later.